Hello?
Hola.
Hola. We're back.
We are back
Ooh.
after 6
It's
months.
been six months? Last one was September
6
29th.
Yeah, so it's, like,
So,
roughly 6 months. Not quite
yeah,
6 months.
it's March 13th, so yeah, but big news. First big news.
I got new Wi-Fi.
But yes. So, we haven't been recording because 1, busy, 2, bad Wi-Fi. So but now there's better Wi-Fi, and so with that, we have to do a test. We're taking it back to the classics, but with shorter mic delay come shorter phrases. Instead of peanut butter and jelly sandwich Jackson, on the count of 3, say PB&J when you hear me. 1,
I got you.
2, 3.
PB&J.
So much better. It's not 20 seconds
Yeah!
anymore. It's not 20 seconds
Yeah!
anymore. Oh, and with the new Wi-Fi comes season 2 of that podcast thing.
Yes.
Mainly
Yes.
because the big gap, it wouldn't make sense for this to be in season 1, but it's still gonna be episode 8. This is still episode 8, but
Yeah.
it's just season 2 because rebrand, and we're gonna update the picture with more modern pictures. I've had it made for like months, so it's technically not that modern, but it
Yeah.
is. No, I only made it like a month ago because I got bored.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we still look like the pictures, and we
Yeah,
don't look like the pictures that we have currently.
right,
So,
right.
yeah.
So, do you want to start with a topic?
I will start with the topic of hold on, I gotta open up my notes app and look at the topics I wrote down.
I
Okay,
only have 2 others. So.
my first topic is new Wi-Fi. I want to talk about that for a little bit because I feel like we haven't stated how big of an improvement it is, right? So see, before I got my new Wi-Fi, I had HughesNet. It's satellite Wi-Fi, right? It was horrible. I would average roughly like 100 kilobytes per second, and with this new
Wow.
Wi-Fi, I'm averaging roughly 100 megabytes per second. And so I did some math one night talking to my dad, right? And if 100 kilobytes is 1/10 of a megabyte, then that means that I'm averaging 1,000 times more Wi-Fi per second.
Wow. That
I know,
is
staggering.
that is insane. Actually, I just thought of a new topic that I'm going to add, but I'm going to talk about that after something, after my
Okay,
first one. But that
so
is like
now,
that is yeah. So, well, actually, in order to talk about what I'm about to say, I kind of have to go to that other topic.
okay.
So, currently, not right now. So, if you didn't know, I swapped between
Oh
2
yeah,
houses.
yeah,
Um, father and mother. Okay. Currently, I always record at my mother's because I have a PC. I built it, and I
he
can't
did.
take that back and forth. Well, um, currently, the other house. I'm currently living across the street from Jackson.
He
Why is
is.
that? Well, the other house burnt down. Yeah, that's tough. It's real tough. It was a January 14th, so it's been like almost been 2 months. So yeah, currently I'm living across the street from Jackson.
He is.
So that's pretty cool. And there's no Wi-Fi out there because it's a temporary house.
There's not.
So I took my PS5, well, new PS5. Oh, technically I upgraded. I got the slim model instead of the original. So you can see that as an upgrade or downgrade. I've grown on the design a lot. So technically I do see it as an upgrade now. But yeah, I took my PS5 to his house to download Batman Arkham Asylum
He did.
because why wouldn't I want to replay that? So I'm gonna replay that. I've never played the Return to Arkham games, so I'm gonna play that.
He is doing that.
Technically, I'm still playing Spider-Man 2 right now because that was the first game I got back because I had it on disc, and I got it back on disc.
He did do that.
So yeah, and they just updated it, so I'm playing through that before I go back to Arkham Asylum. But anyway, yeah, Wi-Fi was incredible.
It took roughly. It probably didn't even take the full like what 45 minutes that you were here.
I don't think so because we were
'Cause
outside playing with your dog.
yeah, we went outside playing with my dog, and we came back in and it was done installing.
Yeah,
And
I
I
had
know
controller issues.
you did have controller issues, yeah, because it's PS5. I have like a pretty tall wardrobe in my room, and his PS5 was sitting on top of that, facing like away from him, and his controller kept disconnecting. And then we tried like making it face towards him, and it still didn't really connect.
And the controller just decided to forget how to connect to things, so we had to reset the entire controller.
Yeah. Is it
Yeah, it was,
working now? Is it good?
yeah, it was fun. I was playing with my red
Okay.
one yesterday, but yeah, it works.
Okay.
Um, oh yeah, and with the house, uh, I got a new guitar.
He did get a
And
new guitar.
oh my goodness, I can't really put up a picture because we don't have video, but just take your time, look it up. The Fender Brent Mason Telecaster. Oh, I'm just in love with this thing. I haven't got to play it in 2 days because yesterday I spent 4 hours doing English homework, but
He did.
and
I
that is
did
why
too.
we haven't been able to record. This the second biggest reason, I guess, but oh my god.
School, dude.
So basically this thing has Gibson, just like I don't know exactly what Gibson pickup it is, but it's some
P90.
kinda P90?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it has those, or one of those, a Stratocaster pickup and a Telecaster pickup, all 3 in 1. You can do 6 different settings, and you can get sounds of each one. It's incredible. It's just it has a beat bender, which I've never used until this one, but it is incredible. It's amazing. I love it.
It sounds really cool.
It does. You can get some like steel licks on it. And I can even switch it to be a G bender, but I don't know how. So it's crazy. It's wild. But yeah, that's that update
It
for both
is.
of us because those kind of tie in together
They
because
do.
we're now across the street. Not right
For the
now,
part.
but
Yeah, he's currently I live out in the middle of the woods, and he's currently in the heart of a town that it's not the closest town to me, but it's the only one that's dense quote unquote densely populated. It has a population of like 2,000. But the actual closest town to me has a population of like it might be sub 100 at this moment in time.
kind of sucks because now you have better internet than me, and I'm in the middle of town. So
Yeah,
yeah,
crazy, crazy.
that's wild. But another life update for us both.
Mhm.
This is my other topic because I figured it'd be fun to talk about it. We just got done with a 5-day uh theater show
Oh yeah, yeah,
thing. Yeah, so we've been practicing since September, I
yeah,
think. So around the time we quit doing this, and that's what ate up most of our time, really, to be
yeah.
honest with you.
Because we starting in December, I believe, we practiced every day after school, usually from 3:30 to 5:30 or 3:30 to 6. And
Yeah,
that's a lot of time because we have, schoolwork. We're in high school. You get a lot of homework and whatnot.
yeah,
And we'd have to get home, do that, and then, eat and shower and everything. And then still sleep so you can have enough energy to do your schoolwork the next day.
which is
So
something I'm
that took
still
a lot of
catching up
time.
on.
I am as well.
Um, yeah, so it was Frozen, by the way.
Yeah, it was Frozen.
I was your boy Kristoff. Jackson was
I,
King
I was
Agnar.
the king.
He's the reason everything happened, pretty much.
I'm the most important character in Frozen. And then for our last performance, we were in school. We do it for the school district. So we did it for the pre-K. And in that show, our homie Chance, he's been on this before. He was Hans, right? The goat. He had to leave to go to East Conference. So I got to be Hans in the second half of our last show, and it went amazing. It was like watching God play tennis. It was spectacular.
He said 2 lines.
I said 2 lines, swung a sword, nobody played the sound effect. It was great.
Yeah, the pre-K show is always a disaster, but it's still
Yeah,
fun.
I
Takes a
enjoyed
lot
it,
of improv to get that one right.
indubitably.
But yeah, everybody who's been on the show was in that. Gabe was a stage crew.
Gabe was a stage crew. Christian hasn't been on the show.
No, he hasn't.
Christian is Gabe's brother.
Yeah, we'll have to get him on the show soon.
We'll have to. We have to.
Oh, did we ever talk about business procedures? They
It
aren't
did.
really doing it anymore, though. I think they stopped.
It didn't exist when we were podcasting.
That's a very good point. Yeah, Christian. Christian has a podcast with Brady Henry, and it's
Well, you just said his full name.
they say it on there anyway. If I'm
Oh,
gonna say it, they're
okay.
gonna say it on there. Yeah, but they have business procedures, and there's probably about how many episodes is it? I'm about to
I'm
look.
checking right now.
Oh, okay, yeah, you do that.
How do you spell? Okay, I found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.
Okay, they have the exact same amount of us. Well, technically we have 8 now, but
They haven't made an episode since February 16th.
yeah, they're probably done. But if you
Yeah.
want to go check that out, there's some pretty cool episodes on there. I was on it for about 10 minutes, so that's cool. It
I've never been on it.
was pretty fun. It
Uh,
was pretty fun. They like to
These
yap.
are
They
all
yap very well.
these are all very long episodes. I've never actually listened to it or anything.
Ooh, I would recommend if you want to get some like just good life advice. The one with the Dean Al one. That's the one I was on for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That one's not the life advice part because it ended up talking about some odd things. But when Walker comes on, it's very good. It was very good. They got really, really deep into some stuff. Mostly Brady and Walker. Christian just kind of sat
Yeah.
there.
That
But
happens a
Christian
lot.
did his part. Christian's a listener. But we still have to bring him on.
Hold on. Do they record in Christian's garage?
They did one.
Okay.
And Chance was on it.
Yeah, because I remember the picture with Chance, Christian, and Brady, but I didn't know if they recorded there permanently or not.
Yeah. And Gabe was in it too.
Gabe wasn't it? Yeah. I wonder if I
Yeah.
can find the picture actually.
We need to bring Gabe and Chance back too.
We do.
Probably not all at the same time. That would be hectic though.
Yes.
We'd all be trying to talk over each other.
Pretty much.
I mean, we're bad about that anyway. So just imagine 5 of us.
Okay. Enough talking about our friends. It's time to talk about something that only me and Chance are interested in. And Chance isn't here, so it's gonna be me talking for the most part. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Take
Right.
it away.
I've loved this show because I haven't read the manga. I've loved the show, the anime, since 2018. 6 years. 6 years. And with me never having Wi-Fi, I've never had a streaming service really, except for like Crunchyroll. But that's me paying for it, not my parents, and that's me watching on my phone in a deer stand because I only get good signal out there. And so I never got to watch part 6 of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Part 6 Stone Ocean. It's great. I'm currently watching it. I'm in episode 32, I think, of 38. And it's amazing. It's wonderful. It's not the best part. That is still part 4. Diamond is Unbreakable. I thought that was really good. And currently, and where I'm at in the series, there's a lot of stuff happening. Like actually, no, I'm not going to say anything. No, I'm not. But I do want to say that if you haven't watched it, you should definitely try it out. And the first 10 episodes are separate from the rest of the show. See, the show is split into there's 5 seasons, I think, on Netflix. And it's split into 5 seasons on like everything. But the first season is actually 2 parts because it's split into currently there's 8 parts. They've only made 6 into like an anime. The other 2 are just manga right now, which is like comic books. And the first 2 parts, which is part 1, Phantom Blood, and part 2, Battle Tendency, they're both the first season. And then after that, part 3, season 2, part 3, Stardust Crusaders, really good. And then part 4, season 3, part 5, season 4. It's just really good. Now, part 5 / season 4 is really gay. All the main characters are gay. So if you don't like that, then don't watch that one. But they're also Italian mafia people, so that's really cool. And also, half the main characters in part 6 / season 5 might also be gay. I don't really know. But yeah. All the characters in it are named after like bands and stuff. Like, what's an example? Oh yeah, Brady, you're gonna like this. There was a character in one of the episodes I watched recently called Bohemian Ecstatic. Because they can't put Bohemian Rhapsody into it. Because like the manga, the guy loves music, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he named a bunch of abilities and stuff and characters after bands. So this dude's stand name was Bohemian Rhapsody, but they can't have that in the anime or they'd get sued.
Right.
So they changed the name to Bohemian Ecstatic.
That's
Yeah,
pretty cool. That's
where
pretty
there was
cool.
like there's a character named Foo Fighters, right?
Mhm.
And do you know what they changed the name to?
Foo Fighters.
FF.
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 Did
Like
you
this
say
is the
there's
whole
somebody called,
character
like,
name.
John Paul or something?
I think. I'm pretty sure. I know there was a Steely Dan in part 3 and they changed it to Mane of Steel. No, to Dane of Steel.
That's pretty
It,
clever. Pretty clever.
it is. I think they have a lot of fun with the localization. Um what are some more examples? Oh yeah. There's a character in, part 6 whose stand name is Kiss, right?
Mhm.
Famous rock band. Did they change it to Smack? But the character has their name across their like chest, going down across their chest. Do you know what they did to that?
What?
Nothing. You can just still read Kiss, Kiss.
That's pretty cool.
It
This is
is.
pretty cool.
So I don't know if it's just like Kiss doesn't want to sue him, or if you can't. But I don't know.
No, Kiss is pretty chill, I think.
I bet. I feel like most artists wouldn't sue him, but I
I
feel like
think
they
they're
probably definitely got sued at one point in time.
I feel like most artists wouldn't sue themselves,
But then the
but I
publishing
think
company would.
most of their yeah,
Yeah.
it would be the suits that would sue.
Yeah.
Suits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Legal
where it gets
action
rocky.
people. Yeah. Speaking of Rocky, the man who made it, his part of his name is Rocky. I think. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking about the right guy. I don't really remember.
Really?
I'm not gonna explain that part. Well, it's Rocky. I'm pretty sure his first name is Araki.
Oh, Rocky,
Spelt
okay.
spelt Araki. Not
Rocky.
not Rocky as in Balboa or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is. Quite frankly.
Quite frankly, it's very interesting. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. You
Oh.
see, me personally, I've been watching the MCU because I'm behind. I'll admit it. I'm a self-proclaimed Marvel fan. I'm extremely behind. I quit watching religiously after what was it? Moon Knight? No, Doctor. I don't know.
I thought it
I
was
don't.
like Shang-Chi or something like that.
No, because I was watching through 2022. Because
Okay.
the first show that I didn't watch was Miss Marvel. I don't know what came out before that though. I have no idea. But Miss
Falcon
Marvel
and the
was the
Winter
first
Soldier?
show that I skipped, and after that, I just started skipping everything. So now I'm going through and watching everything. I've watched Miss Marvel. Uh, what else did I watch? Oh yeah, I went back and finished Daredevil because I never finished it, but I watched season 2 and
You did
season
do that.
3. Absolute peak. Oh my god. Oh, that show is so good. Like when I if I could recommend any show other than Breaking Bad, Daredevil. It's so good.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's on Disney
Okay.
Plus. I thought you were gonna ask Netflix, and I was about to say yes, and then I remembered that it's on Disney Plus now. But
Yeah.
yeah, so good. I didn't watch the rest of the Defenders. I've seen the first season of Jessica Jones, but that was it. And obviously I'd seen Daredevil season 1 beforehand and like half of season 2, but I just restarted at season 2 and watched through the end of season 3. Absolute peak. So good. And then I immediately turned that around and watched She-Hulk, which actually, I gotta say, it wasn't as bad as I expected. It really wasn't. There was some genuinely funny stuff in there. There was a lot of cringe. A lot of cringe. But it was pretty
Yeah.
fun. It was a fun show, and Daredevil was in it. He was great in it. I mean, he's always great. Charlie Cox is just great. He's great.
Matt Murdock's also great.
He is. It was a fun show though. It got a little too goofy sometimes. I give it like a 5 out of 10. It was fine. I liked it more than Miss Marvel, I think, because Miss Marvel was just kind of boring to me. I had no, it was not for me at all.
Yeah.
Like I was not the audience for that show. But after She-Hulk, I watched Guardians 3, which was good. It was really good. I did have some problems with it. Um, I don't want to get into like spoiler territory because that's like a movie, but it made a couple choices that I wasn't just crazy about. But overall, it's a very emotional movie. It handles emotion very well. It does a good job with Rocket and stuff, so that's nice. But there were
Yeah,
just a couple choices in there. I was just kind of like, not even like, why would they do that? But just like, dang, I kind of expected more from this, and it was just kind of nothing. Like this big thing that they set up was just nothing, and that happened 3 different times. 3 different times. One of it being the entire ending of the movie. One of them being the entire plot of the movie, actually. So
really.
yeah, they kind of just I don't know. I feel like it was a little overhyped, but I say that loosely because it was still a very good movie.
Was another one of those things Adam Warlock?
Yeah, he was the first one.
Okay. Because I know you and Chance were talking about him. Because
Yeah.
I've never
Actually,
really
it
done a
happened
comic
4
book.
different times.
Oh,
4 different times.
oh,
Because there was another one, it's like, "Oh, shoot, this is a character death." And it was like this really emotional thing, and then it just wasn't a character death. Like, they died, and then they just didn't. And then it was like, "Oh, well, this person's gonna be, like, scarred from this, and it's gonna be, like, a big thing." Nope. Comes back in the next scene, nothing ever happened.
Hmm.
Like, their face was horribly messed up and stuff. It's like, "Dang, they're gonna live with this for a while." Nope. They just healed, like, immediately.
I wish I could cup like that.
Yeah. But yeah, there were just some questionable things in there that I was kinda just like, why would they do that?" Like, they could have taken the story in this direction, it would have been absolute peak, but they just didn't. I'm just kinda shocked as to or I don't understand why they didn't. But yeah, and then I watched Secret Invasion. God, that show was so bad. It was so bad. Who
How did you
thought
like?
that show genuinely made me, like, sit there and think, like, who did this go by? Like, who watched this and said this is good? Who at Marvel said this is fine to release? I
How
just
was the how was the last fight? You like that?
that was what made me question that actually. Just everything about that show from beginning to end is just horrible. Like, the writing is bad. The acting, honestly, is not good. Sam Jackson did not give it his all because you can tell that he did not really he was not impressed with that script. I mean, he did fine, but not as good as he usually does. But I don't even think that's his fault. That's just the script. Like, he did what he could with what he had.
Yeah. Like I like people I've always I'm on Twitter, right? And people they always like highlight the good things in something when talking about them. When it comes to something like a TV show or a movie, when they review it, of course, not when they're just criticizing it. And I read multiple reviews on Secret Invasion, and nobody said anything positive about it.
Yeah.
Like, and that's gave me the impression that it was just so overwhelmingly bad
It's
that
genuinely
they just
so
couldn't
bad.
that they just
There were
couldn't say anything good about
almost
it.
no redeeming qualities about it, like, almost 0. I could not tell you one single one if you asked me. And you can tell they weren't confident in it. It didn't even have a post-credit scene.
Wait, really?
Yeah, like, it did not set up anything.
Huh.
It like, this could have never happened and nothing would change. You can say that a lot about modern Marvel, but this one, especially, it was not an origin story. The continuation was not interesting, and it didn't set up anything interesting at all. Because apparently Nick Fury comes back in the Marvels and it's just a goofball.
Mhm.
Like, just completely different character, just an absolute goofball. Also, I
I
have to
forgot.
say this, but I this is kind of a spoiler, but I really don't care. Nobody cares. Nick Fury went from this awesome character to now his entire character is Skrulls. So much to the point to where they are changing his character, and the wife that he spoke about in Winter Soldier turns out to be a Skrull.
Wait, what?
He married a Skrull, and she, like, tried to kill him and stuff, and, like, the thing that they set up in Winter Soldier of him having his own life, not just being obsessed with Nick Fury things, just got just turned around because it was always a Nick Fury thing.
Oh,
She was a Skrull. and it was oh, I just I can't with this show.
That's
And
that's pretty much the
the
response
whole
to it.
Rhodey thing just made me angry. It makes me not want to consider the show canon because it just makes me mad. Like he missed
Oh
Tony's
yeah.
death. What were they thinking? Why would they do that? They actually cheapened in game. That's how bad the show was. It actually cheapened in game, which is just
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate it. Ugh.
I don't I feel like Marvel should have better quality control.
Oh,
Like I
that's what
don't
they're
see
doing. They
how.
canceled some projects, pushed everything back, and I'm pretty sure Deadpool 3, the entire plot is fixing the MCU.
Yeah.
That's kind of my theory because that's kind of what it. I mean, Deadpool literally makes a joke about Marvel being bad. So
I'm hoping that if they don't have him fix it, that they have Doctor Doom succeed. That they have the original Secret Wars plot of him trying to make a new universe and
Mhm.
have him succeed, and then this hard reset the MCU. Or like soft reset it at least.
Yeah, they got to do something.
They need to.
I really hope Deadpool 3 is good. It's
If it's
looking like it will be, but you never know with Marvel. They're
if
so
it's
deceptive with their trailers. You can't tell.
if it's bad, I'm going to have a panic attack or heart attack, or I'm going to
Yeah.
attack somebody.
But Ryan Reynolds really does care about Deadpool,
He
and
does.
Hugh Jackman really does care about Wolverine. So if they did it, and they did it, and they were always posting about it, they were happy about it.
Yeah.
It must live up to their standards. Like because Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool happened because of Ryan Reynolds. That's the only reason that happened. And Hugh Jackman's played this character for 24 years. I don't think that they would let them get away with a bad script. But you never know. They could just have paid them a lot of money. But at this point, they
Yeah.
I don't see Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman being the money type because they're just if you look at their past, they just kind of have fun.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I've never met them, but those are two actors that I really do respect a lot. Hugh
I
Jackman more than
concur.
Ryan Reynolds, but Ryan Reynolds still because Ryan Reynolds really does care about what he does. From what I can tell, I can't prove that obviously, but
I concur. I concur.
yeah,
And
I saw an interview with Ryan Reynolds talking about the leaked Deadpool thing in 2016 that like got the movie fired up, and they asked him if it was one of like three people that leaked it. Ryan Reynolds being one of those people, and it was like Jimmy Kimmel asked him if it was him, and
oh
Ryan
yeah.
Reynolds was just like, I don't know, maybe.
Go behavior.
You can tell he was if he didn't do it himself, he definitely had a hand in it. He had that look of like he asked somebody to do it so that he wouldn't get in trouble for it. That's kind of my theory. I think I honestly would not be shocked if that's what he did.
Yeah. It's something that he would do.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. Did we ever talk about La La Land on the show? I think we did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Talk
did
about
because we
Gabe.
watched it that night that or the day that Gabe was on.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Well, me and Gabe watched it again with Chance and Christian this time, and they really enjoyed it. I think Christian actually enjoyed a musical.
Which is pretty rare. He doesn't like musicals.
Like at the end of the movie during the whole montage, I looked at Christian. His mouth was just dropped. Like bro could not imagine or like could not comprehend what was going on. I think he was angry.
Yeah. That movie is so good.
It's so good. Talking about Ryan Gosling. I mean, talking about Ryan Reynolds made me think about Ryan Gosling. Yeah. Do you have anything
Yeah.
else?
I have Overwatch.
Oh, yeah, talk about that. because I'm out of things.
Okay. So with new Wi-Fi came me wanting to play new games, and one of those games was Overwatch, which I've never played before, and it's free. And I don't have that much money, you know. I'm a high school student, so it's pretty hard to get money because I'm not 16, so I can't work. And I hop on my Xbox, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to see what this game's about. So I download it, play it, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's actually pretty fun, and it has a really
Interesting.
bad reputation, and it has really bad reviews. Well, not bad reviews, but it has not positive reviews on like Steam and everything. So I was kind of doubtful that I was going to enjoy it,
I mean, it still has a
but
good fan base, though.
it does.
Well, I wouldn't
But
say a good fan base, but it has a fan base.
it has a strong fan base,
Yes, a strong fan base. That's a better word.
and I I really did not think I was going to enjoy it that much, but I really did. I really did. I've enjoyed playing it a lot. I think I have maybe 10 hours on it. So, I haven't
Hmm.
been playing it that much because I have other things to do, you know. But it is really fun.
Sweet.
And you have to play to unlock because it's like a hero thing.
Yeah.
And you have to play to unlock the majority of them. But it's usually like a play this amount of games to unlock this character. And there's a couple that you have to pay to get, but from what I've heard, none of them are really good. And the ones that are good have really, really like good counters as well. So you can like just use one character that you can get for free and just annihilate the other dude,
Interesting.
Anyways, I play Roadhog, who you do one thing, and that is shoot, hook, pull in, shoot again. And that's what you do. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I really enjoy it. I turn brain off and hit people with my gun as a like 500-pound 6'8" Australian man who wears a pig gas mask.
Interesting.
It actually has lore and everything, which I think is really cool.
Well, speaking of pig, we just read Animal Farm.
We did just read Animal Farm. Matter of fact, we both finished it today.
Yeah, like within a minute of each other.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I like it.
It was a really good book. I enjoyed it.
It's not my favorite book I've read, but it was a fun book. Well,
It was.
not really a fun book, but it was a good book.
The ending got me a little down in the dumps.
It was fun for the first half.
And
It was a
then
no,
it
I read the
doesn't.
first half thinking it was going to be a fun, goofy book. Around chapter like 7, 8. Yeah,
8.
yeah, that
8.
turned around. Chapter 8, yeah, it turned around pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I knew what it was about, but like, it had a goofy tone to it. I thought it was going to be
It
like,
did.
like satire almost. Nope.
Because like
Nope.
it's if for people in the audience that don't know, it's about animals overthrowing their human owner on a farm, and then just running the farm by themselves.
And it's an allegory for communism
Yeah, it's an
during the
allegory for
Soviet
like
Union.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's an allegory for like the Russian Revolution because the guy who wrote
yeah.
it, George Orwell, was alive then and did things then. So this was wrote by him in response to the communism.
I really want to read 1984 now.
I do. I want to as well, but at the same time, I'm probably not going to.
I really want to.
And the only way I do like this school year is if it's on that list of books we
Yeah,
can read.
I
Because
think I'm
I don't
gonna.
really
I
want.
still think I'm gonna read. Is it the Green Grass? What is it called? Well,
I
wait,
don't know. I haven't watched Breaking Bad.
I'm looking it up. Yeah, I'm just gonna read it because of Breaking Bad. It is Leaves of Grass. So if you didn't know, that is a big part of Breaking Bad. I'm not gonna say what it is because Jackson's about to watch it, but
Yeah.
yeah, it actually comes up a few times. Um, but speaking of things you've been into, I don't know what it is. Well, okay. So after the house burned down, I went to Walmart Well, not the day, but maybe like a week or so after. And I have not been into Lego Star Wars for a while, but if you didn't know, me
Okay.
and Jackson, well, back in the day, we were all over that. Like
Yeah.
constantly talking about it every single day. That was it. That and Pokemon. That Lego Star Wars came. It was it pioneered Pokemon. It was right before
It pioneered
Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah. And then
Well, it
Pokemon
kind
took
of it kind of
over.
ran in through Pokemon, and then we got out of it and got into Pokemon even more.
Yeah.
But it came before Pokemon. Pokemon came in. They were next to each other for a while, and then Pokemon took over. But yeah, but I went to the store
Yeah.
and I saw. So we were one of the last things we got was the 501st Battle Pack because we were big.
We
No
both
matter
have it.
like we were big on that.
Yeah.
And they released another like $30 thing, and I saw that it had a shock trooper and 3 regular clone troopers, and I bought it because I was like, "That's pretty cool. I gotta get that."
Yeah.
And I'm obsessed now. Since then, I'm kind of getting a little clone display going up, and I'm gonna put it in the new house. But I've got that, the 501st Battle Pack going, the new 501st Battle Pack. So I got 4 more 501st troopers, some other clone troopers that I had, and I have Yoda's Jedi Starfighter in there, and I have
Just
Obi-Wan and Anakin leading from the Mustafar set. So I've got a pretty good little display going. And I want to get the 332nd battle pack too to get it to keep it growing. I might even get another the $30 ones. I want the ATTE, but
oof. Mm.
$140 is a little steep for a Lego set right now. But
Yeah.
I'll consider it this summer. I might get it. But I really want it. I really want the clone troopers. I don't even care if they're good clone troopers because people are always complaining about them. I don't care. But I want clone troopers. That's all I want.
So yeah, I want to talk about the Pokemon thing for a quick second. It'll be pretty short. But we played specifically Pokemon TCG online for hours upon hours. Like, there was one day where we spent, I believe it was 20 hours on a Discord call playing Pokemon, doing
Yeah.
nothing but playing Pokemon.
Yeah. Imagine being able to do that now.
Oh, I
Like I could
wish.
not imagine. I could not imagine doing that now. Like I literally can't. Like I can't. There's too much stuff going on now.
Yeah. We have lives, we have things to do, places to be, and people to see. It's it's not as fun not being able to play Pokemon all day anymore.
Yeah.
I
Remember
will.
we played Pokemon Unite there for a little bit there when it
We
first
did.
came out.
We did. Dude, we need to play it. We need to play that sometime soon.
I forgot about that game until just now.
Yeah.
It's
I remember
crazy.
playing that on vacation.
Oh yeah. I remember
Yeah.
that.
We were
Yeah.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, we were good. Remember I used to win almost every single game I played and I would get such high scores.
I think I only lost. I think I went like a solid like 50-5.
Yeah. Like that game was crazy. And then everybody started spending too much money on it and it got a little
Yeah.
no, it got very pay to win and we just kind of stopped playing it.
I remember me and you, we would combine for like a solid 300 points. No, not
Mhm.
that. Like 100, 200 points per
Oh,
game.
we gotta get Halo Infinite again too. I want to play that.
We
I've
do.
heard it's been
I
updated
don't.
quite a bit.
I actually don't have enough storage space. I was looking at that like just now. And I don't have enough storage space.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna clear out my PC, get some stuff sorted out. Because I'm downloading the finals right now because Christian asked me to,
Oh
and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna after that I'm gonna see what I'm at. But I want you to like when you hop off this call and stuff to start downloading it on your PC.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right after. Yeah,
Okay.
I've heard a lot of good things about that game recently.
Yeah,
I might have to download that.
might have to. Wait, are you talking about
Oh
the finals or are you talking about
no,
Halo
Halo
Infinite?
Infinite.
Okay, yeah. 'Cause I'm gonna be real with
Oh,
you. The recommended thing, like settings for the finals, it's a 2070.
oh,
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, it is a PS5 and like Series X game, so
Yeah,
it looks pretty good. Like the
it
graphics
does.
do. Like they and I haven't seen much gameplay, but the graphics look pretty good from what I've seen.
Yeah,
I don't really know what the gameplay is like. I haven't like looked into it much. I don't play many shooters anymore.
I've heard that it's kind of like a game show thing, but I have no clue how accurate that is.
What do you mean like a game show thing?
I don't know. That's just how it's been described.
Interesting, interesting. Huh.
I don't know what that entails, but it certainly entails something.
Well, do you
Anyways,
have anything else?
I'm gonna uninstall GTA 6. I mean GTA 5. I don't have GTA
Oh, you have
6.
GTA 6 early? No way.
I'll make a YouTube
No
video.
wonder you got so much storage taken up.
Yeah, this is 110 megabyte gigabytes that I just freed up.
Dang, 110 megabytes is gonna get you a lot of Halo Infinites.
I know, I know. Yes, I'm gonna start installing Halo Infinite right now. And I guess that this episode is over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave around 5:15. So I gotta get this episode edited and well, not much editing to do, but set
Yeah,
up to upload. I'm probably gonna schedule it for next Wednesday because usually I release them on Wednesdays, and that gives us some time to record the next episode.
yeah.
So yeah, so the schedule. I mean, ooh, what this video or God, I'm still catching up on sleep. Okay, this episode will probably come out a week after it's been recorded because it's Wednesday the 13th, and it'll
It
probably come
is.
out Wednesday the 20th. So
Yes.
that gives us some wiggle room.
And then by the time that the next episode will come out, I'll be 16, which
Oh
isn't really
yeah,
necessary information, but I just want to say it.
yeah. Imagine not already being 16.
I know.
That's tough. That's
It
tough.
is tough. It is tough.
I guess you
I
can
have
also
a
hit me with the imagine not having a car though.
Yeah, I was about to say, imagine not having a car.
Yeah. See, I caught you before you could say it.
Imagine not having an RTX 3050, which isn't really that big of a flex. It's not a
Dude,
very
imagine
good
not having a
graphics card.
PS5.
Imagine not having 2 TVs in your room and 2 monitors.
Imagine not having the new Lego Star Wars battle packs.
Imagine not having a world map.
Imagine not having seen Breaking Bad.
Imagine not having seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Imagine not having seen Secret Invasion.
I am very happy to imagine that.
We just recapped the whole episode in that. That was crazy.
We really did.
All right,
Except for
get your other
Overwatch.
language.
Imagine not playing. Oh, I never forgot to do that. Crap.
Yeah, yeah, do
Um,
that,
how,
do that, do that.
um, 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 how to say bye to how to say bye in. Have we done French?
I couldn't tell you. New season, new you.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna do French real quick. Okay.
Okay, okay, okay.
Are we like good to like end the episode?
I think so.
Do we need to plug anything?
Mm,
Ooh, follow us on Twitter because
yep.
I post sometimes about updates.
Ooh, speak.
Haven't posted
I'll
in a
send you
while.
the new cover photo, and you can update the profile picture, and you can post that and be like, "Hey, new episode next week." And then when that comes out next week, you can post about that too. So
Okay.
yeah, I think that's all.
All right. Now for the language of the day, it's French. And I'm gonna say bye in that. So au revoir.